So we want to bring you a podcast today, or a conversation. Let's actually call this an exercise that's a little bit more practical, and we're going to see if these things are something important to listen in. So if you find this helpful, please feel free to comment or just reach out to us. So Torben, you were saying one of our listeners was experiencing fear and didn't know where to go with this fear. Is that right? Can you elaborate a little bit just so we kind of get an idea? Is there a fear about a certain specific thing, or is it just a general fear?
I think for our listeners, it was fear of a specific thing, but it was more like an overwhelming fear that just came on suddenly, and she wanted to know how to tackle it, what to do with it. I don't think it was so much about the thing as the fear itself.
And did she mention within this fear, did it bring up certain bodily sensations? Like, was it something she experienced in her body that she recognized that fear, or was it just like...
Yeah, I think she was feeling like she was gonna die, right? So, as it is sometimes with strong fear.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of our listeners they're gonna confront fear sooner or later at some point. They might have anxiety attacks. That's pretty normal.
Yeah, panic attacks.
Panic attacks, and there's always the fear that comes when you start to live in a new and a different way. Usually choose a better life for yourself, then fear will come up because you're breaking the old rules that you learned in your traumatic past. So that's also very uncomfortable.
And so fear of death, right? That's a pretty strong thing too, which can lead to panic attacks, or can lead to if you're having the thought of you're going to die, and then that gets into your body, sometimes, at least with some of the clients that I have, or the people that come and see me, they say they can be like in their throat, they feel like, or they feel something in their chest, or they feel like they're just kind of like suffocating, like they can't get air in, and that can be quite an overwhelming feeling or sensation, which then can have the thought of, or the fear, I'm going to die. And so we're going to go into I don't even know what you call it, about this fear.
Yeah.
How does that sound for you?
Yeah.
You don't even know what it is either.
An exercise for dealing with fear? Or what do you mean?
Yeah. It's really interesting because as I'm talking about this, I'm also getting this fear of like not knowing exactly what I'm going to say right now in this exercise.
Right.
So this is a good example of me going into what I'm about to say.
Yeah, it's myself. A perfect example.
Yeah. So I'd invite you to find a comfortable position. Torben, if you want to be
Yeah.
That doesn't look comfortable. Come on. If you're getting really comfy,
this is as comfy as I can get. I'm always as comfy as I can be.
Okay. And yeah, I want to get comfortable as well. So.
Oh, you mean like like a meditation?
People often say that if you have your feet like grounded on the floor, and if you have your back up fairly straight, that helps with like being alert. In all honesty, it's just whatever feels right for you. So just find yourself in a comfortable position. And either close down the eyes or keep them slightly open, looking down on an angle on the floor. Notice where you are sitting. Notice your body. Notice your feet. Your hands are placed. Notice your shoulder blades. Notice your eyes. Notice there's a part of you that is noticing these thoughts you're having. Maybe it's a thought of I'm scared, can't control the situation, it's too much, can't breathe, suffocating. This is so strong that I'm going to die. Notice where that feeling is in your body. What would you call this sensation? Say to yourself, here's fear. Here's anxiety. And notice there's a part of you that wants to get rid of this feeling. There's a part of you that wants it to go away. It's so painful that we just don't want it to be here. Allow ourselves to let go. Bring your awareness to this feeling, this pain. As a curious child, notice where this is in your body. Is it in my throat, my heart, my stomach? Bring your awareness to where this pain started. Was there a time in your life where you experienced this for the first time? When this fear became so painful, so strong, that you resisted the pain. Feeling. Bring to mind that time in your life. Notice what it feels like to struggle with it. So notice if you keep struggling, what will happen in your life. What will be the cost to your being, to your presence, to your person if you keep struggling with this. Allow yourself to feel this pain. Allow yourself to experience it, to welcome it in and accept it as a part of you. This feeling, this sensation, this is not something bad or something to be fighting against. It's not a sign that you are broken, that you are not enough, that you're not okay. This is a sign that you feel. This is a sign that you are a human being. It shows you that you are whole, that you care. This is what it feels like to be a human being and to express and to feel. There's pain involved in that, and also pleasure. Allow yourself to experience all parts of you, to experience your wholeness, the joy of living, the joy of being. Allow yourself to let go of the fear, the thought, the trauma. Allow yourself to let go of control. Just notice what is coming up within you right now. And bring your awareness onto that. In your own time, you can gently open your eyes. How did you experience that?
Thought it was very calming.
Anything else?
I thought it was a good way to acknowledge your emotions and allow them to be there and then sink into them.
Which can be helpful at times when we are experiencing a lot of pain, such as when we are fearing death or have anxiety and things like this.
Yeah.
We can only say so much, so it's up to you to experience this in your life and to see if you find it helpful. So we're very curious to know how you experienced this, and did you find it helpful? And we hope you do.
The hardest thing about emotions usually is that we try to get away from them. So this is a really good way to allow them to be and to get into them.
Yeah.
Because then it's just energy. It might be harsh or spiky, or it might sting, but it is just energy if you can get into it. So.
And this is also what can be extremely helpful from holding on to a feeling or emotion and it being a trauma, as opposed to practicing this way of allowing our feelings to be there, our thoughts to be there, and it just staying as a feeling and not turning into some trauma that takes a lot of work in the future to work through.
Yeah.
But to just allow yourself to feel that, to be in that, which can, as I've experienced in myself and with the people I work with, it can be a huge release and a huge letting go of these past traumas and past things that are just weigh us down.
Absolutely.
And just really painful to kind of be with. So.
And as you say, the emotions we don't deal with now, we save for later. So
yeah.
If suddenly something comes up, better to go through it.
Yeah.
You can put this on if that helps you and go through it together.
Yeah. We hope you find this useful, and just please let us know or reach out, and we're very curious to know or to find out what you think about these exercises or this exercise.
Goodbye for now.
Thank you.